As a man, there are certain principles you must live by, and here are the most important ones. Number 1, you gotta master emotional control, because let's be real, losing your cool won't get you anywhere. Emotional control is one of those things that separates the boys from men. Whether you're in a heated argument with a friend or facing a high-pressure moment at work, staying composed is what really sets you apart. It's not about bottling up your emotions or pretending you're a robot. It's all about handling situations with a clear, logical mind and not letting your emotions influence your actions.
Chris, what would you say if a guy walked in for an interview without a shirt on? And I hired him. What would you say?
He must have had on some really nice pants.
In relationships, this is gold. No one wants to deal with someone who's always flying off the handle at the slightest provocation. So, how do you actually master emotional control? We'll start with consciously taking just a few minutes a day to breathe and focus on being present. Next time you're in a situation where you feel the heat rising, take a second, breathe, think clearly, then respond rather than react. Over time, you'll notice how much more respect you gain from others, whether it's your boss, your partner, or your friends. At the end of the day, emotional control is a skill that makes you more reliable and grounded. People trust men who stay calm under pressure. And honestly, it's a key to becoming a true leader. Now moving on to number 2, build financial discipline early. If there's one thing every man should regret not learning sooner, it's financial discipline. Money might not buy happiness, but being broke definitely doesn't help. The sooner you start taking your finances seriously, the better. It's about building habits that help you manage your money smartly over time, like budgeting, saving, and investing. Start small. Set aside a portion of your paycheck every month. Think of it as paying yourself first. You can automate this process to make it easier. Next, consider learning the basics of investing. Even if it's just through index funds or a simple retirement account. It might sound boring, but trust me, your future self will thank you. Getting your money to work for you instead of just sitting in a savings account will give you the freedom to live on your terms and also give you a peace of mind. Number 3, the more sex, the less. Yeah, here's a lesson most guys don't think about until it's too late. The more time you spend chasing sex, the less time you have for actually building your future. Let's face it, relationships can be fun, but they can also be a huge distraction.
I want to be one of the greats.
And I would stop you from doing that?
Yeah.
The energy and focus you put into that few seconds of physical gratification could be spent elsewhere, like learning a new skill, working out, or hustling for your career. Now, don't get me wrong. Sex is a natural part of life and relationships, but if you find yourself constantly chasing the next hookup, you might want to recheck where your priorities lie. Every hour spent on dating apps or texting someone who's not adding value to your life is an hour you're not using to level up. And here's the thing, when you focus on improving yourself, success in all areas, including relationships, comes more naturally. It's not about abstaining or becoming a monk, but about understanding that there's more to life than quick pleasure. Build your mind, body, and skills, and you'll find that relationships and sex come as a natural part of that growth. Number 4, stay fit. Your health is your wealth. We've all heard it, health is wealth. It's such a true thing though. But how many of us actually live by that? The truth is, you can't fully enjoy life's successes if you're busy battling preventable health issues. Staying fit isn't just about looking good on the outside. It's about having the energy, focus, and physical capability to handle life's struggles. Whether it's grinding through a tough work week or running around with your kids, your fitness directly impacts how well you can live your life. Start by making small, consistent changes to your routine. You don't need to spend hours in the gym every day. Just commit to some form of daily movement. Whether it's lifting weights, going for a jog, or even a 30-minute walk, the goal is to stay active. Focus on building sustainable habits, not just short-term gains. And let's not forget diet. What you put in your body fuels everything else. Ditch the fast food and sugary snacks and get started on lean proteins, whole grains, and veggies. When you prioritize your health, everything else falls into place. You have more energy for your work, more stamina for your hobbies, and more confidence in how you look and feel. Plus, staying fit now means fewer health problems down the line. Don't wait until you're 40 and out of shape to realize the importance of this one. Number 5, learn to say no. Let's be honest, saying no isn't always easy, especially when you want to help everyone or be involved in everything. But here's the thing, saying yes 2, everything spreads you thin and leaves you with less time and energy for the things that really matter, whether it's extra projects at work or endless social commitments. Overcommitting can burn you out fast. Learning to say no is about setting boundaries or protecting your time. Start by being more selective about where you invest your energy. If something doesn't align with your goals or bring you real value to your life, it's okay to decline. It's not about being rude or selfish, it's about prioritizing what's truly important. If you're constantly saying yes, you're also saying no to your own personal growth, relaxation, or things that bring you joy. Over time, saying no helps you gain respect from others. People will understand that your time is valuable, and they'll think twice about asking for favors that don't really matter. Plus, you'll be able to give more focus and effort to the things that do count. So next time someone asks you to commit to something, think about whether it's worth your time, and don't be afraid to say no. Number 6, invest in meaningful relationships. At the end of the day, life isn't about how much money you make or how successful you are on paper. It's about the relationships you build along the way. Your support system, whether it's friends, family, or mentors, they will help you weather life's storms and celebrate its victories. But the thing is, good relationships don't just happen. You have to invest in them, just like anything else. Start by being a good person and showing up for the people that do matter. That means being there for your friends, not just when it's convenient, but when they really need you. Be supportive, be present, and most importantly, be real. It's better to have a few deep, meaningful relationships than a large network of shallow ones. Over time, these connections will become the foundation for your personal and professional growth. In a world where everyone's busy chasing their own success, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But trust me, when you invest in meaningful relationships, you're building something far more valuable than money or status. Number 7, always keep learning. The world changes fast, and the only way to keep up is to keep learning, whether it's in your career or personal life. Staying curious and open to new ideas will help you keep ahead of the game. Learning doesn't stop when you leave school. In fact, that's when the real education begins. Whether it's reading books, taking online courses, or listening to podcasts, there's always something new to absorb. But don't just learn for the sake of it. Focus on things that align with your passions and goals. If you're in tech, keep up with the latest developments. If you're into fitness, dive into the science behind nutrition or strength training. Constantly learning not only helps you grow, but also makes you more adaptable to change. And in a world that's constantly evolving, adaptability is your greatest asset. And the best part? Lifelong learning isn't about career growth, it's about personal fulfillment. You'll never be bored if you're always expanding your mind, and you'll attract opportunities that others missed because they've stopped growing. So, whether it's reading a book a month or learning a new skill, keep pushing yourself to stay curious. Your future self will thank you for it. So there you have it, guys, the 7 principles to live by as a man. Get started on these and watch your life turn around for the better. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned for our next video on how to smell nice as a man. Ciao.